Good Friday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Brad Panovich here. We've got the chance for some isolated strong storms today, and that'll be the case the next couple of days as we really see the heat and humidity start to crank up. We're going to get a real preview of summer here, if not full-blown summer here in the next 6 to 7 days. And by next weekend, we'll be talking maybe record heat in many locations. Let me show you the satellite and radar together this morning. Talked a lot about this yesterday on the newscast if you're watching on TV. We've got these storms over the Midwest, and I'm going to pause this here, that have formed over the Ohio Valley. And what's happening is they're moving down towards the southeast. And this morning, they're kind of in a semi-weakening stage because it's the coolest part of the day. But they're likely going to perk back up as we start to see things heat up ahead of them. You can see there are some clouds over us, but temperatures right ahead of them are going to get quite warm. In fact, if I show you the severe weather outlook today, I'll show you the radar and severe weather outlook. You can see this big arc of severe weather kind of around us. With high to medium threats in the middle of the country. But we've got this low to medium threat up in Virginia because of that flow coming down here. Now, what's interesting, I'm going to turn the surface observations on because temperatures this morning are already running generally in the 60s and 70s, so much warmer than we've seen the last couple of days. And what we're likely going to see is temperatures really heat up and things get really moist and juicy just ahead of the system later today. So you can see the temperatures as they kind of plot here. They're already in the 70s. So warmer at this point in the morning than we've been the last several days, and dew points creeping up into the 60s. So there is moisture coming in from the south at the same time these mid-level disturbances are coming in from the north. So we're starting to see this moisture flow come in at the surface, but aloft and the mid-levels are flowing like that. And that's kind of the perfect combination to see some strong storms. Now, let me quickly just show you the next couple days of severe weather threat. That's today's severe weather threat. This is tomorrow's threat. You can see it here in the middle of the country. And then let me show you Sunday's severe weather threat starting to creep closer to us. So by Monday, I think we're going to be in that low-end threat for severe storms across our area. Let me turn all the radar off here. We'll get into what's going to happen later today. You can kind of see that lee trough, we call it, forming there. Let me pull up the model data here, and we'll show you real quickly. I'm going to use that short-range rapid refresh model, which updates every hour, and this tends to do a really good job with our thunderstorm. So let me load that real quickly. So here you go. Here's what the model is showing right now. I'll go hour by hour here. We'll go an hour at a time. So this is 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and right around noon, you can see mountains are seeing some pretty good thunderstorms. We'll go to about 1 or 2 o'clock, and notice this cluster starts to move down across the Piedmont. And again, this is your classic definition of isolated thunderstorms. They're not going to be widespread, but the ones can get going could be strong. So you see that 3, 4, 5 o'clock time frame. I think that mid to late afternoon is when we could see them. And they might not be in this exact spot. The one thing we know is there's going to be a little boundary in here somewhere. So there will be that isolated nature to the storms, but they could be just about anywhere and then moving out pretty quickly. And after sunset tonight, everything kind of calms down. Now, going into the weekend, the real story is going to be the heat. The heat is really going to crank up. What we're going to see across the southeast is a huge ridge of high pressure. You can actually see it starting to build here. And this heat right in here is pretty much going to be in place right through next weekend. So get ready. Those temperatures are going to be hot, hot, and hotter. And I'll show you the 7-day forecast. If you haven't gone to my page yet, go to my Facebook page real quickly. I posted this yesterday. And you can see, and a lot has not changed this morning, you could see those temperatures just getting hotter. In fact, we'll be near 90 this weekend, possibly our first 90-degree day of the year. But look at these temperatures going into next weekend. Low, and yes, possibly even mid-90s by Memorial Day weekend. So get the AC tuned up, get ready to go, folks. Get your pool gear ready. It is going to be a hot stretch of weather. Have a great Friday, everybody.